This is the exact step-by-step plan that I would use to go from hardly being able to play anything on the piano to playing songs that I know and love, sounding confident, and becoming slightly obsessed with playing the piano. I've had students in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s go from zero to actually playing songs and making music using these steps. Now, if you've watched my other videos in this series, you already know that learning how to play the piano as an adult doesn't have to be super hard. You're not too late to learn how to play, and you absolutely can learn how to play songs that you know and love in a really simple way. And now you might be like, okay, Brienne, like I know all of that, but like, what do I actually do to start playing? Where do I even start? And that's this video. I'm going to give you the whole roadmap, step by step, 4 phases, 60 days. Let's go. So phase 1 of this roadmap includes days 1 through 10. And in this phase, you're going to be learning the basics of playing plus several mini songs. Now, these first 10 days of you learning the piano are all about proof, not theory, not perfect technique, but just proof that like, yes, you can actually do this. And this is where I teach my students how to play anywhere from like 4 to 6 mini songs on the piano. And when I say mini, I mean it. Like these mini songs you can learn in literally less than 5 minutes. I like to think about them like the fun size for a candy bar. So instead of like the full candy bar, you get just like a little taste of what's to come to get you excited. Now, here's the thing about these mini songs. They are not kids songs. They are not Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. They are simplified in a smart way. So they're both easy to physically play and they actually sound like real music. Now, this combo is everything because your brain needs both of these things in order to stay motivated. It needs like, oh, that was easy, I can do that. And it needs, oh, that sounded like real music. That's the dopamine hit that you need right at the beginning. So this phase is like the catalyst for you getting started at the piano. So it's the phase that actually gets your piano dreams off the ground instead of stuck in your head, right? And the reason why this phase works so well with these mini songs is, yes, you have like the dopamine hit of like you're making music right away, it feels easy. Those are all great things, but you're also starting by learning through patterns, which is the backbone of this entire method for learning the piano. Learning the piano through patterns makes things click faster, which is going to keep you more motivated for playing and everything that you're going to learn later on. Once you've got some quick wins under your fingers from phase number 1, days 11 through 30 are when things really start to open up and you actually get to start to play songs that you know and love. It's so fun. So during this phase, you are going to learn how to play and use chords. Now, quick definition, if you've never heard this word chords, or if you've heard it and you've always been a little confused by it, a chord is just a group of keys that you play on the piano at the same time. So you can think about them like building blocks. Once you know a handful of chords, you can start using them to start playing songs. Now, chords work particularly well with learning popular music. And when I say popular music, there's kind of a wide variety of what kind of music falls under the term popular. So one of the categories in popular music is pop music. So think like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, the Beatles. Another category is worship music. So you can think about like Hillsong, Bethel music, hymns, and then this can also include some musical theater music as well. So just know that when I say pop music, I don't just mean you can play Taylor Swift's music, although that's definitely included in there. It's actually a more like wide umbrella of what's encompassed inside that category. Now, in this phase, you are not just learning how to play the chords, though you are learning that, but you are learning chords through a very pattern-based approach so that it clicks faster. So you're learning how to play the chords, how to add rhythm to the chords, and then how to take those chords and rhythm and add it into songs that you want to be able to play and sing along with. So by day 30, if you have followed these steps in this phase, you should be able to play like 3 to 5 real songs that you can play and sing from start to finish. Now, you may be able to play way more than that once you start to realize how this works, but just as kind of a modest estimation, you should be able to play 3 to 5 songs by day 30. Once you wrap up phase 2 and you can play and sing several songs using chords, using chord charts, Then we are going to move into phase 3, which is days 31 through 51. And in this phase, you are going to learn more songs and a few classical pieces. So days 31 through 51 are for expanding even further. Because remember, the whole point is to like actually play music, not just like collect a bunch of random skills, right? So in this window of time, in this phase, I introduced something new, which is classical pieces taught alongside step-by-step visual note guides. Okay, what is a visual note guide, Brienne? So glad you asked. I want you to think about it like an easier on-ramp to sheet music. It basically starts to train your brain to start reading and tracking notes on the page before you have to jump into like the real thing. Now, if classical music isn't your thing, totally fine. You can just skip this part entirely and just continue working on expanding your chord skills. There's really no wrong path here, but I will say this about this phase. There are some genuinely beautiful songs here that are instantly recognizable and absolutely worth the effort to learn, especially if reading sheet music is a goal for you down the road. Like this is just a really great entry point into later being able to read and play sheet music. Inside my program, Piano Unlocked, I teach 5 classical pieces during this phase, and my absolute favorite one is Pachelbel's Canon. It's gorgeous. Everyone recognizes it in like 2 seconds, and it follows a repeating pattern that actually makes it so much easier to play than it sounds. And finally, phase 4, this is divided into days 52 through 60. And this is kind of a rough estimate. This could be longer, this could be shorter, just depending on your own path. This last phase isn't necessarily about like learning anything new. It's about playing. Now, I can already hear some of you saying, Brienne, like, haven't we been playing this entire time? Yes, but each part up until this part has been about like learning the building blocks so that you can play, so that you have the tools to be able to play. But this last chunk is about letting it all solidify and come together so that playing actually feels fun. So it feels like an emotional outlet, so that instead of just, learning all of these things up here, you're really solidifying it so that you are building muscle memory as you're playing, because that's what's going to make the skill of playing the piano actually stick if you give it time to play. Here's something I want you to remember about this phase is it doesn't have to live at the end. Like, yes, I have chunked it as phase number 4. This phase could really happen like anywhere along the way. So it could happen after phase 1, after you've learned the basics and the mini songs and you just want to spend some time playing and letting it sink in. It could also go after phase 2 when you learned chords and you just want to let that solidify a bit. There's no rule that like it has to be at the end or anything like that. You just want to sprinkle play everywhere. Beginning, end, in the middle. This is all about just having fun with it, enjoying the emotional benefits that come from learning how to play the piano. And I've said it in my other videos and I'll say it again, but joy is at the center of everything that we do here. It's not a far off thing that we earn after we've practiced. It's something that we experience all along the way. Now, will you be a professional level piano player at the end of these 60 days? Absolutely not. I want to be really honest and upfront with you so that you can set the right expectations for yourself. Now, I've tried to give you some ranges of like how many songs you should be able to play at this point, right? You may be able to play more than that. You may be able to play less than that. And that's totally fine. Everybody learns at a different rate, and there is no one like, this is what you should be doing by day 30 or whatever. I like to give some ranges so that you can set proper expectations. These 60 days are meant to be a plan that gets you started playing the piano, that essentially like unlocks piano and the joy of making music for you. But there are so many other things beyond this that you can continue to learn. And that's what makes it really exciting, right? Like we never fully arrive. We just keep learning new things and enjoying the whole experience of it, right? Now, from here, you can absolutely go on and learn how to read sheet music. That's usually the next step that I recommend for students. You could go on and learn more advanced chords. You could hone in on learning how to play by ear or learning how to play like a specific genre like jazz or blues. Like there are so many different places you could go after this. But think about this plan and this roadmap like the match that lights the fire for you, that unlocks playing the piano piano for you in a way that feels fun, doable, and probably highly addictive. In the best way, of course. That's the order I've seen work over and over again with hundreds of adults starting from zero at the piano. Okay, I had to change locations because the sun was right in my face. So welcome to another part of my music room. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, knowing this roadmap and this overview is not the same as knowing like the exact steps to do along the way. This is the whole reason why I created my online course, Piano Unlocked. It's made to walk you through this process with step-by-step lessons with me at the piano. So you're never wondering like what to do next. No, like it comes up with the exact lesson of what to do next. Okay, now do this, so that you really are able to have these results and see progress in just 60 days. I truly believe that you can learn how to play the piano. It is not too late for you. It doesn't have to be this overwhelming, complicated process. With the right method, you can make so much progress, be playing songs that you love, and literally just like having the best time. Drop any questions that you have about Piano Unlocked, about getting started in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'm so glad that you are here, and I am cheering for you and your piano dreams. You've got this.